Now, is the poem under consideration? We are going to study Goodbye Party for Miss Pushpa T.S. Actually, it is a humorous poem written in a satirical way. He is a bit sarcastic of the Indians who uses English in a wrong way. Or he is explaining in a very satirical and humorous way how the semi-educated people in India are using English in a very substandard way. That is, we want to speak English. Actually, he has in mind the Gujarati speakers. And again, it is said that in Goodbye Party for Miss Pushpa T.S., the poet imitates the idiomatic features of English used by Gujarati speakers. And so, what is this poem about? The poem is about how an Indian for whom English is a second language, how he uses English language. And the poem will be well understood by a native speaker or by one who can use English very fluently. Actually, the poet imitates the idiomatic features of English used by Gujarati speakers. And then, again, plenty of examples. The poem abounds in examples. That is where we have to use the present tense, simple present. They will be using the present continuous tense. Then the wrong collocations and the literal translations of phrases and idioms. And all these things are written in the poem. And so the poet is presenting the English that is used by an Indian for whom English is a second language. And how he uses English grammar with plenty of mistakes. I told you in the place where we have to use the simple present, he will be using progressive tense, and then the wrong collocations, and then again the wrong usages, literal translations of phrases and idioms. And so when we begin with the poem, you will understand that this poem is a monologue. What is a monologue? Monologue is a poem where there will be only one speaker throughout the poem. Only one speaker will be speaking throughout. And so, Goodbye Party for Miss Pushpa T.S. is a monologue written by Ezekiel. And what is the poem about? It is about a lady called Pushpa T.S. What has happened to this Pushpa T.S.? Pushpa T.S. See, from the words of the speaker, Pushpa T.S. is a lady who is going abroad. Why is she going abroad? For better prospects, she is going abroad. Understood? Now, see, always remember, it's a very satirical and humorous work. And the poet is explaining how the semi-educated people in India is using English. And so here we begin the poem, the explanation of the poem. Goodbye Party for Miss Pushpa T.S. It is a monologue. A single person will be speaking throughout. And the speaker is speaking about a lady called Pushpa T.S. And this Miss Pushpa T.S., she is going abroad. That is what we will understand from the speech of the speaker, from the words of the speaker. The lady is going abroad for better prospects. That is the reason given here. And her friends have gathered together to wish her bon voyage, safe journey. And so that is the purpose of the gathering. Understood? The poem is about a lady called Miss Pushpa. Miss Pushpa T.S. What has happened to this lady? She is going abroad for better prospects. And her friends are giving her a farewell party. And so this is the occasion of the poem. Even the title is ironic. Goodbye party is an awkward usage. Actually, the correct usage is farewell party. Usually, we say farewell party. We give farewell to the person who is going away, going abroad. And then the speaker then goes on explaining Miss Pushpa T.S. Actually, he wanted to congratulate her, honor her. But when the speaker uses it in the wrong English and in the wrong grammar and usage, the meaning becomes different. In the first stanza itself, he says that Miss Pushpa is departing. And so we have a feeling that Miss Pushpa is going to die. And so in that way, he makes wrong usages throughout. And then I will just read some lines from the poem. Friends, goodbye party for Miss Pushpa T.S. Friends, our dear sister is departing for foreign. See, departing for foreign. Actually, it's a literal translation. See, actually she is going to a foreign country. The hearer is confused. In 2-3 days, the literal translation, that is in 2-3 days. And we are meeting today to wish her bon voyage. And so the humor, the irony in the poem should not be missed out. The title and then coming to the first stanza itself, the speaker is not fluent in English language. He doesn't know the correct usage of words and expressions. And that is very much evident from his speech. And then, see the next line. See, I told you another defect that is pointed out is the use of present progressive tense for simple present. See, that is another mistake usually made by speakers who are not fluent in English. They use present progressive tense for simple present. Here is the example. Take the second stanza. Hope you are reading the text. You have the text with you. Just listen. You are all knowing, friends. You are all knowing. What a shaky construction it is. You know, friends. That is enough. Instead of, what does the speaker say? You are all knowing. What sweetness is in Miss Pushpa? I don't mean only external sweetness, but internal sweetness. Again, that is again a faulty expression. Actually, the speaker means that this Pushpa T.S. is a very good-natured girl, well-mannered girl. She is very sweet in her dealings with others. See the next line. Miss Pushpa is smiling and smiling, even for no reason, but simply because she is feeling. We cannot control our laughter when we go through these lines. Miss Pushpa is smiling and smiling for no reason at all. See, what do we say about such people who smile and smile for no reason? If you are smiling and smiling for no reason, what it means is that you have some mental problem, isn't it? For no reason you are smiling and laughing. Okay. But what the speaker means is that Miss Pushpa is of a pleasant, cheerful disposition. You got it? See, here is the difference. The person who doesn't know the correct usage of English make the situation very much confusing. And the native speaker and a fluent speaker, he will be totally confused hearing this butler English. And so he says, instead of saying that Miss Pushpa is very sweet in her dealings with others, the speaker says that Miss Pushpa has internal sweetness and external sweetness. And then again in the next line, again the speaker says, see what is his intention? He doesn't want to humiliate Miss Pushpa. He is congratulating her. He is there to bid her safe journey, bon voyage. And what does he say? This Miss Pushpa is smiling and smiling, laughing for no reason at all. And so we get the implication that she is a bit abnormal. Isn't it? See. Then again the third stanza. Miss Pushpa is coming from very high family. See the line? The omission of the indefinite article. Actually, the speaker wants to say that Miss Pushpa belongs to a very aristocratic family. Instead of that, he says that he comes from a very high family. Okay, see the usage. And then his father was renowned advocate. The omission of the indefinite article should not be missed out. His father was renowned advocate. That means there is only one renowned advocate in this world, and that is Miss Pushpa's father. And so the omission of the indefinite article A changes the entire meaning of the context. And so Miss Pushpa is coming from very high family. Her father was renowned advocate in Valsar or Surat. See, the speaker is here to talk about Miss Pushpa, and Miss Pushpa is the chief guest of the day. And this man doesn't know from which place Pushpa comes. And he says that she belongs to Valsar or Surat. And so he doesn't know how to organize a formal farewell gathering. That is very much evident.